Oh, the US are flip-flopping again, huh? 90-day pauses on tariffs for the world except for China, which gets slapped with 104% tariffs. Now, people think that China is shaking in their boots, and I'm here to tell you that they are absolutely not. And the reason being is I'm going to give you a couple of examples of what's going on and how unfathomable it is to the right-minded individual how crazy this thought is. Now, the United States has spent the last 50 years building military bases all across the world, 780 of them, with a personnel capacity of 800,000 troops in these bases. And in the same time, China has built Belt and Road. I don't know if you guys know what Belt and Road is, but it is an initiative that China put together where they were building roads, railways, deep sea ports, canals, islands. And why were they doing such a thing? Well, it's because they wanted to do commerce with the rest of the world. While the United States was conquering, trying to build their empire, China was putting in the infrastructure to do trade. So the United States right now has got a lunatic in office thinking that tariffs are the way to go, when in fact they are absolutely the wrong way to go. And the reason being is that with all of these deep sea ports and bridges and roads and railways that China has built, their ability to do trade without going to the Maritimes, going on sea, is way farther reach than America will ever have. And another thing in the last 50 years that's happened in China that nobody brings any attention to because it would be rather embarrassing is that China has lifted 80% of its population out of poverty. I want you to really pay attention to that because the United States has gone the exact opposite. So many people are going into poverty. You see, about 1 in 4 people use food banks today. If those numbers don't mean anything to you, that means 25%. If you had 25% unemployment, you'd be in the red zone. And yet, it's okay to have 25% using food banks. It's the same language, just different ways of communicating it. And you see, some people will say, why should I listen to you, Kev? You're just a farmer. You don't know much about economics. And, well, I think farmers are the real economists of today. Because not only do we have to figure out what our animals need and what our needs for the animals are, but who's going to buy it? How much are they going to buy? When are they going to buy it? These are all important factors when it comes to the global economy also. And China, on the other hand, has the population. You see, they have 1.4 billion people. They have a huge standing army. China is winning the war in every facet. And yet people are worried about tariffs. It's very interesting. As the United States or Donald Trump flip-flops on these tariffs, yes, they're on, no, they're not on, they're 10%, they're 6%. You see, at the end of the day, Donald Trump just wants people to come and kiss the ring. He even said it in one of his interviews. He said that the countries were coming to kiss his ass. And remember one thing, Mr. Trump is a game show host. He's not a president. He's a game show host playing a part. And if you don't understand what that means, it means that China is not going to be on the game show. Yeah, they're not a contestant on the game show because in order to go on the game show, you have to gain more with the show than without. And China, my friends, has nothing to gain about sitting at the table with a declining empire. You see, nobody else is talking about the BRICS. The American dollar is worth nothing. You need more dollars to buy fewer goods. Yeah, that's called inflation. And the only instruments left in the arsenal of the United States is inflation and interest rates. Another one is taxes. But then I will go on to a completely different topic about that. See, these tariffs are just a disguise so that he could give his corporate cronies tax cuts. And when that comes in, my friends, you're going to see a level of destruction in the United States economically that you've never seen before. If you thought the 2008 crash was bad, wait until 2025. See, in 2008, the United States spent $780 billion bailing out the big companies, remember? And now they've got earmarked $2 trillion. Go look for yourself. Do your own research. It's interesting. You'll learn something. And you'll get excited about the world that you live in. Because the world that you live in right now, my friends, is not the world that is real. It's a fictitious rendition. Because if you found out what the real numbers meant, they have earmarked $2 trillion to bail out the big companies. And you know who's going to pay for that? The taxpayer. Yeah, you're on the hook for it already. And so when they say that they're going to eliminate income tax, not a chance. Not a chance. I want you to pay close attention to what's going on and start to get financially literate. And listen to the farmers, because we're the original pharmacy, economists, physicians. Yeah. And if you don't think that that's true, I love the fact that you guys live in the city and don't have a clue where your food comes from. There you have it.